Hello and welcome to my top 10 horror games since 1998 till now. We are only weeks away from the new Resident Evil 2 remake, and I thought it'd only be fitting to let you guys know why these games have made it to my top 10 listing for the Resident Evil 2 game's wake. If you haven't noticed, the reason I have chosen 1998 is because that is when Resident Evil 2 the game came out. So with that in mind, let's start off with number 10. The reason the thing made it to my number 10 is the presentation is almost flawless. The lighting, detailed texture, and sound effects are all amazing. The designers have managed to write an amazing amount of variety out of what is essentially a long walk through a concrete bunker and the barren landscape surrounding it. The character models are well animated, and in a nice touch, all of the team members you run across are unique from each other.
Identify yourself.
Captain, it's Carter. Christ, where's everybody?
What happened here?
Something. I don't know what they were, but they attacked us.
Number 9.
Amnesia is not the kind of game for the person who likes to feel in control of his experience. Frictional, the game's creator, seems aware that the kind of ingredient in this recipe for fear is a feeling of powerlessness. The player should be more the victim than the hero, helpless before whatever horrors stalk the halls and lurk in the shadows. Amnesia: The Dark Descent, developed on a shoestring, is a rare game that outshines, or rather outscares, the high-end, high-budget AAA titles that so often lay claim to the horror game mantle.
Number 8.
In Outlast, the player must negotiate their way around the asylum whilst all the while being hunted by some very scary nasties. In most cases, running and hiding is the best option, and whilst Alien Isolation refined the concept of hiding, shaking in lockers whilst an enemy prowled outside, Outlast does it exceptionally well, especially when dealing with the main antagonist, who is so horrifying that I won't describe him here.
Number 7.
One thing that can be taken away from Dead Space above anything else is the exceptional sound design. There's never been a game that has possessed the ability to set a mood, inspire an emotion, and instill all-out fear in a matter such as this. Dead Space is one of the most immersive experiences available on the platform. You owe it to yourself to discover that an iOS game can in fact make you shudder in fear and want to jump out of your skin.
Number 6.
Resident Evil 4 has just made it out of my top 5, it is still one of my favourite games. Although it is a single player game, don't let it stop you from inviting friends over to lurk at. It is also loaded with secrets and extras that can be found both during the course of the adventure and after unlocking them following the completion of the game. There's definitely a lot of lasting value here beyond the initial playthrough, and not just because it would naturally be fun to play through multiple times, but because there is a clear incentive to go back through at least once again. Well, at least to explore some other extras. Effort alone isn't enough to make a game like Resident Evil 4. This is a result of an extreme level of talent on multiple fronts, and you need to look no further than the presentation, as demonstrated by the graphics and sound for proof. Resident Evil 4 perfectly and consistently evokes a suffocating, scary atmosphere, yet it's only one that's rich with intrigue. So we've come to the end of my first half of my top 10 games since 1998. For my video of my next 5, please click on the link. If you have agreed with my video so far, please leave a like, otherwise leave a comment below with your top 5 selection.